Podcast.
And dads, welcome back to the Shit Dad Podcast, where we celebrate the dad's whoop moments because we're all in the same boat.
A whoop moment.
Whoop, there it is. Where we celebrate the whoops moments because we're all in the same boat when it comes to fatherhood. I'm Nick, married father of 3, and I'm ready to retire from changing nappies.
Oh, that is a good whoops moment. I'm Cam, husband and father to a 3-year-old and an 18-month-old, and I'm working on my summer singlet tan.
Whoa, I like it.
We've all got
I
one.
like that. And I'm Dave, father of 1, and number 2 is 50% along on the way. So it's not long now till I will be changing little nappies.
You'll
all over
be wrist
again.
deep in shit.
All over again. All over again.
Black stuff.
Okay, talking about shit, let's kick it off with a couple of shit dad jokes.
Love it. Yes,
All
please.
right. All right, I've got this one. This gets a little giggle from Trace and Isla. So it's
That's a good start.
It must be good. Must be good. What do you call a dinosaur sleeping?
Don't know.
Dinosaur.
Yeah.
Right? Simple minds.
I'll pay it.
Yeah.
I'll pay the piper. What do you got, Cameron?
What kind of bees produce milk?
Oh, God.
Boobies.
You know your crowd, man.
Well played, sir. Well played.
Oh, I enjoyed that. That's good. So the other day, wife found me with my hand down my pants and she yelled out, "What are you doing?" I was like, "The doctor said I could touch myself whenever I wanted." And she said, "No, he didn't, you idiot. He said you could have a stroke any time."
Nice.
Oh, I like how these are going.
Now, a shout out to our sponsor, Smashing Fibers Apparel, high quality workout gear without the high price tag. So check out their site and use the code SHIPSHITFREE at checkout for free shipping.
Love that. So Smashing Fibers as well. They support everything we do, so we want to support everything they do. So if you guys love the shit daddery like we do, then keep supporting Smashing Fibers. Until then, though, let's kick into this week in fatherhood. I don't have a jingle for this yet. I really want to get one. I
It's
like
got to
it.
be the same caliber as "fuck this shit, I'm out."
Oh, you mean this one?
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yep. Yeah, okay. That's a high bar to set.
I know.
Oh, oof. Now, parental guidance update. So we were talking last week about that new show on Channel 9, Parental Guidance. Some good talking points for parents, a lot of whoops moments for the daddies. And I just wanted to – I put something up on Instagram this week about smacking because I don't know if you guys have seen that episode yet, but the judgmental – reaction from all the parents when one family said, "Yeah, we use smacking. We smack them." And then they sort of backtracked and like, no, well, it's just one of the tools that we use. And like, so I was like, that for me, that was a talking point.
Yeah.
Do you smack your kids? Instagram's divided. So that poll we put up was majority was no.
Yeah.
But I got a feeling that it's like that parental guidance show where the host was like, "Well, let's be honest for a second. Put your hand up if you have smacked your kids," and like everyone put their hand up.
That's
so,
where it got interesting. 'Cause
Yeah.
everyone was giving them a hard time, and they spoke about had the wooden spoon and everything, and that was part of they owned it. But then the rest of the parents, they put up their hands and said they had done it. I've put up my hand. I've done it. I did it once, and for me it was like, well, this is kind of pointless. They feel worse, you feel worse. It didn't achieve anything.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can get that rage or that anger. But for a little kid, it's for me now. I've realised if you go through that, it's pretty pointless.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I've smacked before.
Yeah.
Same, I use a countdown too, like the 1, 2, 3, and that's the thing. But I think about the word smacking, though, too. Like, what is this classification of smacking? Are we talking about, hey, we've given you a tap because you've done the wrong thing, or am I getting the wooden spoon out?
Yeah.
And I'm leaving a mark.
Yeah, I'm going with option A. Yeah.
And that's, to me, like that's exactly right. It's just an option A. It's more of it's a shock tactic.
That's what we use it as. Yeah. It's like you've had every possible chance to stop what you're doing. We've taken toys away. We've moved you away from the situation, and you're still crossing that line. And like it could, most of the time, it's they're having a scream. They're just like in such a rage that they're like at their sibling that they're just like not stopping. So we'll give them a quick tap, and they're like, oh shit, what was that?
Yeah.
And then you stop, pull them in, and like, yeah, that's been working pretty well, but like obviously it's not every time, you know, but it is an option, you know.
Yeah.
You're definitely not getting a wooden spoon and giving a flogging like everyone, like the old people say. Back in my day, we used to get the wooden spoon.
The cane.
I was going to say.
Cane across the knuckles, my dad always used to say.
Far out.
Yeah. Schools, like,
I can't imagine school back
I remember
in the day.
I remember the ruler. Like,
You got the ruler?
Yeah, grade 1. I remember it. Yeah. Old school teacher. Obviously, was still okay to do it. Just remember handout, 30 centimetre ruler. Got me.
Where was this? We probably shouldn't say that. Yeah. No, that's cool.
No, but it wasn't long after that they actually said no more straps, no more cane. But
Yeah.
I think there's a difference between a smacking and, as I said, a flogging.
Yeah,
You know, like-
it's a bit like Cam's dad jokes too. Like you got to know your crowd. Some kids it just doesn't work on. They'll look at you and just laugh, and you're like, oh, that makes you more angry.
Yeah, certainly a divisive topic, and it
Yeah.
was interesting on the show how they kind of asked everyone. There was that instant judgment, but then the discussion that came off the back of it was quite good, I thought. But it was probably not surprising that the parents that were doing it were the super strict ones. They were that was their parenting style,
Yeah.
as opposed to free range or French or whatever.
Some of them, you just look at the way they parent, and you're just like, are you serious? This cannot be like maintainable. And I didn't watch the finale last night, but I got a feeling that they're just going to be like at the end, well, there's no one perfect parenting style. You can just see it from a mile away. Like, just take the good parts from all of them and whatever works for you guys.
Do your kids function in society well? Then you're doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah,
So I think that's the winning.
I think that's the problem with these shows as well. You like, they kind of set the bar so high for you that you're like, oh fuck, I'm failing as a parent, and then the next day your kids do something really responsible, like sprint up as fast as they can to the crossing where you think they're going to sprint onto the road, and then they slam the brakes on 2-footer right at the yellow line, and they're like, Daddy, can we go yet? I'm like, yes. Fuck yeah, I'm a good parent.
You're learning.
Finally.
Now, another headline. So, a bit of news on the ultimate Father Christmas. I read this week. Father Christmas, there's a shortage for Santas this year, and they've got a bit of a desperate search for the shopping centres and to make sure that all of them have a Santa. They're going far and wide, and apparently they've said doesn't matter like if you're tall or short or wide, or they'll take anyone at the moment.
So they're going far and thin too.
Yeah.
I reckon it takes a special kind of person to be a shopping centre Santa. Hey, like, could not imagine sitting there listening to these kids just say, I want this, I want that, I want this. And you're sitting there going, you're probably not going to get like a third of these things. Just calm down. Let's shoot for realism here. You know, like, yeah,
It must be easier in the last year or two because they're doing the whole distance.
I was wondering
Yeah.
if it was still going to be a COVID one, like no kids sitting on your lap or sitting near you, anything.
Have you guys done it yet?
Not this year. No, we did a photo shoot, but not the.
Yeah.
God, you got to book in as well. Like,
Oh, it's a big deal. Yeah.
I don't know. Look,
expensive.
I don't know how she's going to go. Like it's to all talk about Santa, all talk,
yeah,
but then as soon as you see Santa, it's like now that stranger danger comes back out, and it's like
all bark, no bite.
yeah. But hey, as I said, I've got 8 weeks coming up soon. The holidays, I might just sit there for
Love it.
4 of them.
And you look over, as being sitting there as Santa, you look over at the parents and you're like a guy like you sitting there with no shoes on and like just stubbies and a singlet, and you're like, mate, you're not getting half of these things. You probably half of it'll come off Marketplace.
It's going to be stolen.
If you're lucky.
Straight off the back of the truck. Straight off the back of Santa's sleigh.
That's good. Oh, it's this one's you. You got the next one?
Oh yeah.
What's happened to me?
Yep. Sorry, I've dropped the ball here.
Oh, yeah, but I'll jump in. I'll jump in on you.
Let's do it.
I was having a bit of a read, and I actually got semi-depressed. Yeah.
Dave.
Look, you cannot believe it. Red meat prices meant to soar the next 18 months. Yeah. Straight away, I started thinking, how much meat can I fit in my freezers? How much Costco?
Stuff.
I'm just going straight to Costco and the Wagyu. You know,
I might go veggie to protest.
no way.
Could you probably use a few kegs anyway.
Pesco.
Tesco, yeah.
Yeah, so red meat boys.
You know,
what do you?
we could open our own butchers.
Yeah.
The shit dad butchers.
Yeah. That'd be
Cheap
Good
meat
idea.
for us. Like everyone, we can charge everyone else money.
Yeah, well, that's
It could be a whole thing. Take the blokes out hunting. Could be a whole experience. Bring them back. They do all the work, and then they have the meat, and then they give us the money.
Jeez.
It's a man holiday. Oh, that sounded pretty ordinary. Yeah.
We're talking about nights.
We'll call
away.
it Dad's weekend away. Yeah.
That's a little bit better. That's a
So,
little bit better.
how much
Hunt
is
and
it going to soar to? Was there any indication?
There wasn't any indications. It was all just like, it's going to go up because of the drought, and we're shipping external. And I'm like, look, I just got over the headline. I stopped at the headline. And I was almost in tears. Like, no, not my red meat.
Not red.
Not my steak. No. All right, take the chicken. That's fine. All right, leave me my steak.
No, I can't just do white. Now, this week in fatherhood, a Perth family was rescued from the Simpson Desert after 5 days stranded with 2 young kids in a camper van.
Could you imagine?
I'm thinking to myself, lucky. Yep, good news story. They were found alive and well. Bad news story was mum and dad stuck in a camper van for 5 whole days with hungry kids and stink. Imagine the stink in that thing.
Would they get any reception out there? Imagine if you couldn't stream Bluey.
Oh, they would have had to revert back to like bush telly.
It's just horrible. I saw this and I was like, nah. So that's why I don't particularly want to be going camping with kids. Happy to go by myself.
I just remember the 5-day lockdown. Like those snap lockdowns were enough.
Yeah.
They were fucking bad enough. Yeah, at least you got to watch TV and
Even
have your
even
home
any
comforts.
day where you're just like home alone by yourself with kids, you're like, "Fuck, all right, what activities are we going to do? Have it all planned out. You know, that lasts for 10 minutes. That lasts for 15. Imagine doing that
you
for
go
5
there.
days.
Oh, wow.
Oh, they've got a very short attention span.
Oh, okay,
kids,
yeah.
So got to alternate from activity to activity. But 5 days.
No.
Fuck that.
Not having a bar of that.
I'd plan for 5 days activity and it'd be done in 5 minutes. And then I'm up shit creek. Okay.
Well, they were actually up shit creek because they were stuck in floodwaters, weren't they, or something like that. So skipping stones, belly slides. I don't know. What else could, like...
A lot of mud kitchen happening.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Running away from snakes. Like piss them off and then run, see how fast you can run. That's a good game.
It's Bear Grylls style.
All right, so that's this week in fatherhood. Hope you enjoyed that. So some shit dad stories that we could all get around. Now, we've got a really good guest we'd like to talk to this week, and one of our friends from way back, Ash, she's gone through... Actually, Cam, you probably explain it a little bit better than me, but we'll give her a call in a second.
Yeah. So friend from school, known her for a number of years. She decided about a year, maybe we'll ask her, but the last couple of years or so, wanted to start a family, and decided at that point in time she was single. Just said, bugger it, I'm ready. I'm going to do it myself. So she went and went through the sperm donor route, and has had a beautiful little baby boy. So keen to hear how she's going, have a bit of a check in, and then hear a bit about that process too.
Love it. Let's give her a call.
Hey, Bentley, how you doing?
Ashley, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, good, thanks.
How are you, Ash?
Oh, hey, Cam.
Here with the boys.
G'day, Ash.
We got you through the wonderful world of the podcast speakers.
Excellent. I feel very privileged.
Yeah, good. So you're up the coast at the moment, are you?
Yeah, I am, yeah. Best way to spend maternity leave, isn't it?
Oh, my God. At the beach with a kid? Oh, I guess he's not
Well,
walking yet.
with
You're right.
I've got Mum and Dad here to help, so.
Oh, love it.
Well, first of all, we just want to say thanks for having a chat. And first of all, just wanted to have a check-in. So how are you and Jed going? Can you tell us a bit about how old he is now?
Yeah, so he's going to be 6 months on Monday next week. And, we're going pretty good. So he's a pretty happy baby. He sleeps pretty well through the night. We did go through the dreaded 4-month regression recently.
Oh, how was that?
Killer. So went from sleeping like 8 hours straight and through the night basically to every hour and a half, 2 hours waking up, which when you don't have, a partner to throw in the mix to help out, that's pretty killer.
I think this could sum it up the best, Ash.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yeah, pretty much. I was pretty lucky in the midst of that. there was 2 weeks where I went away and I had mum and dad with me. So I did the nights, but they would take him through the mornings and take him for a walk so I could go back to sleep for a couple of hours.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which is, I'm very thankful for that because I don't know how I would have got through it without them. But, yeah, no, it's going great. I absolutely love it. He's a champ. He's very happy and he just, you know, it's much better than going to work every day, that's for sure.
Get to hang out all day. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I wanted to hit you up.
He's got a better social life than I ever had.
We had a pretty tame childhood though, let's be fair.
Yeah.
I wanted to hit you up about that, Ash. We do a little thing on the pod called Start 'em Young, and where we
Yep.
I don't know if you've seen it, but you're just parents starting their kids doing adult stuff young, and you've been taking Jed around for a couple of full 18s, haven't you?
We did 9 holes, yeah, when he
just
was
the 9.
about
Week.
about 8 weeks. 12 weeks. 12 weeks old, yeah. So took him out for 9. I've done it twice now, I think.
You are brave.
And yeah,
How did that go? Was he all right?
yeah, he slept the whole way. It was awesome. And then he did a massive blowout as we were walking up 9. So the whole golf club got to know how big his poos were.
Oh, excellent. You're part of the
and
furniture,
I did have to feed him about halfway through. So
oh, that's all right. Bit of a break. All that walking.
yeah.
How have you found it, Ash? How have you found your energy levels now that you're up and down during the night, and you used to quite comfortably walk 18 holes, wouldn't you? Now it's a bit less.
Yeah. No, pretty good. So I get out and walk. I get out as much as possible with Jed. So we're never at home really. Maybe one day a week at home. And the rest of the time we're out and about. And because I live at Lutwich, so the shops and everything is so close by. We're always walking around. So energy-wise, I actually feel pretty good. But I think that's because his sleeping was quite good for a long time. And I still go to bed really early. So I'll probably be going to bed straight after this.
I'm glad we got you at a good time then. Now as well, we know you love the mighty Brisbane Lions. Just asking, is there a connection there with the name Jed?
100%, yeah.
Yes, I knew it. Can you tell our Shit Dad listeners who can't wait up for the Shit Dad Sports Wrap?
Yeah. So Jed Adcock, captain of the Brisbane Lions. For anyone who knows me, knows that I've always said he was the love of my life. And I knew that my Jed was going to be the actual love of my life. So what better name than...
That's great.
Perfect
way.
Are you going to disown him if he supports Collingwood?
He's already well aware that he can support any team apart from Collingwood. He'll be the first kid to get named at the draft to Collingwood and have to say on TV that his mum won't let him.
You mean
say,
Wally's
good boy.
Looking over his shoulder at you.
That's my boy. Now, I just wanted to ask 2 quick questions as well. So, coming back to your decision to become a mum,
Yep.
we wanted to just ask what made you decide that now is the time, or the last couple of years, and then tell us a bit about the best part of that decision that you've made.
Yep. So about 4 years ago, I was in a pretty steady relationship and thought that was, going to be the be all and end all, and that obviously didn't go the way I thought it was going to. And then at that point, I decided that, I didn't want to just be going into a relationship to have a baby. So I said to myself, by the time I'm 32, if I haven't met someone, or if I'm not in a relationship, then I want to start looking into how I can go about having a baby by myself. And then I got to 32 and went, nah, I want to keep travelling. But then good old COVID hit. So had sort of 6 or so months at home, lockdown and whatnot, and then realised that, for the foreseeable future, we won't be travelling. So I thought I'd just start looking into it.
Yeah.
And I thought it would take a couple of years, but fortunately for me, it worked out very quickly. So works out perfect because I can't travel, and my parents can't travel, so they can. They've moved up from Melbourne to help out, and it's been awesome. So we can just go on holidays together around here.
You've got that support, and you can have breaks when you need it.
Yeah, and I think right from day dot, in terms of making the decision to do it, it's been the best thing ever. My whole world was about my work before having him, and I think it's finally great to have a purpose that's completely separate to work, and it's changed my life, but I wouldn't do it any other way.
It's awesome.
I would do it all over again.
Yeah. It's great to I really admire what you've done in terms of you've decided you want something and
know what you want. Yeah,
and you've gone out and done it.
Definitely.
So I really appreciate you kind of sharing that little journey with us.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, it's Dave. I think we've met a couple of times, but generally there was copious amounts of alcohol involved, like weddings. So not sure if you remember me. But anyway, look, I've just got a quick question, and I guess it was probably about the process. You said it was a quick process and stuff like that. For our listeners, how did it happen? Obviously, you had that decision made. You were ready to do it. Then from there, what happened?
Yeah, so basically you go through like a fertility clinic, and from there there's a bit of an interview process, like going through a psychologist and making sure that you are making the right decision for you and for the baby.
Yep.
And then from there they hook you up with some donor services where you can look and find the appropriate donor that you want. You get access to a large amount of information there. So like the donor that I ended up picking, it had like 33 pages worth of information on family history and whatnot.
Wow.
What was the occupation? Rocket scientist?
Videographer.
Oh, I thought you'd go footy player for sure, AFL player for sure. Is that I'm just flicking through the book looking for Jed Adcock?
You never know. No, the one quality that we went for, that I'd spoken to my friends and my family about, was eyesight. And because I have very poor eyesight, in the hope that Jed will have good eyesight. Who knows?
That's a good call.
Yeah. Well done. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
But yeah, from there you basically, and then you're just meeting with a private obstetrician, and they do the procedure, which takes about 15 minutes, and it's just like anyone who's fallen pregnant naturally. From there, you just follow the process through your obstetrician or through the public hospital.
Yeah, no,
You're right.
Awesome. Yeah, well, thanks for sharing. That's awesome.
Big ups to you, Ash. That's awesome. Now, is there any advice you want to give to? We have a couple of mums that listen as well, and females that listen as well. Do you have any advice that you want to give?
I'll probably just give some advice to the dads out there that
Yes.
when they look after their child, they're not babysitting, that they're actually parents.
I agree.
That's dad advice right there. You've got it in you. Now,
Yeah, because I think that's the one thing I've appreciated the most, is that whenever anyone can, when you need the help. But I've heard a lot of stories from girls in the mothers group about their husbands babysitting for an hour, and I'm like, no, that's parenting. That's them looking after the kids.
That's actually parenting. Yeah. I must admit, I'm guilty of a few times saying that. Yeah. I'll just have to fix that up. Okay. Now, I want to see. Just make sure that Jed's getting enough sort of dad in his life through yourself, with a quick dad mum quiz, just to make sure that he's getting the right things. Okay, so do you admire your lawn when you mow it? Do you mow your lawn?
I don't have a lawn. I live in a unit, but I used to mow my lawn 3 times a week when I did have a house.
Did you admire it?
Yeah, I loved it.
Done.
Yes.
All right, that's a good start. Whew, thank God, I was worried there for a second. Grunt when you stand up or sit down.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, with 33, that happens. Now, this is a new one that I thought you'd like. Are you adamant that the cheap shoes are more comfortable anyway?
Yes, 100%.
Do you rinse your coffee mug or do you wash your coffee mug after use?
I don't drink coffee, so.
Ooh,
But
Tea?
Fuck.
Tea?
I'd rinse
Teacup?
What about your beer mug?
I haven't had a beer since.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Breastfeeding, mate.
Forgot about that. No, that's all right. I won't. No. We'll leave that one alone. We'll rack that one for later. Now, the last one, Ash, do you say something along the lines of, well, time to hit the road when it's time to get up and go?
Yes.
Excellent.
nice one.
You have well and truly passed the dad quiz.
Excellent.
Awesome. Yeah, well, happy to let you go to bed, Ash, because it sounds like you might have.
So you don't drink coffee. You need
yeah.
to get to bed early.
Don't drink coffee and don't drink beer. What else is there? Go to bed.
No, I really appreciate you having the chat with us, Ash, and telling a bit about your story, and looking forward to seeing you guys next weekend.
Cool. Yeah, no worries. Thank you.
Awesome, Ash. Talk to you soon.
Cheers.
See ya. Bye.
How good was that? Like, kudos.
Still better than me. I'll let
She's a better dad than I am, that's for sure.
Oh, no, it's that's awesome to hear though.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that just the fact of just hearing it go, by this time, if it's not happening, I'm doing it myself.
Yeah.
And then having it and then doing it.
Yeah.
We've all
Killing it.
Yeah, by the sounds of it, absolutely. Up at the coast, you know, and dealing with that 4 months, that's something. As soon as you said it, I was like, oh, shit.
You forget that's what you put out of your mind.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, crap. As I said, I've got that 2
forgot how
and a
shit
bit
that
year
was.
old now who goes, once she's down, that's it. It's all night. It's all night generally.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You'll
All
be coming up to that again.
It's coming. It's coming. Now, let's crack into a bit of bloke stuff, boys. I want to kick this off because we've all got one. What's your go-to distraction strategy? I'm going to start. Snacks, obviously. That's a given. But treasures.
Ooh.
Go find me 10 treasures. Fuck me, that works better than you would think it would.
Do you hide the treasures or
No,
they just have to
just
find
they have to find anything.
So
they
whatever
came
they
back with
think is
bark,
good.
rocks, grass, like
That's awesome.
in their shirt. They'll just like make a pool in their shirt and they'll just come back with shit. And I'm sitting there going, great treasures. Meanwhile, I've just been sitting there for 10 minutes like drinking a coffee or something. It's excellent.
Well,
That's great.
That actually
Keep that one in your hat,
It
boys.
has been added to my repertoire now, which is not very big because it was generally like food, and of course, like every 2 and a bit year olds, you know, can I watch TV? Can I watch TV? And it's just like, no, I don't really want you to watch TV, but I do need this 10 minutes just to sort myself out this morning. So, you know, good old TV or a walk to the coffee shop.
Yep.
Yeah, that's your go-to.
Yeah. You want to go to the coffee shop? Yep.
Chinos.
Yep.
Happy days.
We've got a front deck and overlooking the road, and it's a great one because if they're ever losing it, it's good to go outside. A, to get some fresh air, but B, I go look, and they're like they can't stop. Look, a car, and you guaranteed at some point there's going to be a car driving past, and they're like, wow,
Oh, car.
and I'll be like, what colour is it? And then that creates a whole nother discussion as well.
Oh, excellent. Now, doing stuff you don't care about to look like a better parent. Who does that?
Give me an example.
Yeah.
Stop that! And under your breath going, seriously, I don't give a fuck, man. Just keep doing it. I don't care. And like, just so all the other parents hear you say, stop that.
Oh yeah.
Now, I've got a really good one at swimming. My middle boy will, as soon as I get him out of the water, you chuck him in the little showers there. He just strips down straight away because that's just what he does. And without fail, every single time, he will turn around into the drain and just wee. No hands, just dangle and like just go side to side, like shimmying side to side. And I'm just like, dude, yeah, that's cool. As long as you turned around to the drain, it's sweet. But what I do is now I secretly turn around the other direction, look at something in the distance, and then like turn around like I didn't even notice what was happening and go, oh, Xavier. And then everyone thinks that I've just caught my kid peeing in the drain by accident. So every time.
Yeah, don't do that.
Oh, don't do that. Go to the toilet. But
See,
no,
I
secretly
struggle
I'm
with
like,
it sometimes because my son, like whenever, I'm sure a lot of dads have this issue, like when we go to a playground, he just gets eyes for other kids. He just looks at one, he's like, yep, that one. And I'm going to just make their afternoon or their day at the park a living hell. And he just like goes and it could be anything from just like going up and just like standing right next to them and just like glaring at them, not really doing anything. Or it could be while they're trying to climb something. Just
This is some serial killer shit.
Oh yeah, he's a psycho. He's a psycho.
I was just thinking that.
Just stand there and go,
Yep. Give him the. It's the same.
tilt the
like
head slightly.
The Samuel L.
Wide
Jackson eyes. Like
yeah,
we spoke
nice.
about.
Yep, the dad eyes.
So, but it can also range to pushing and hair pulling, and that's a bit extreme. You got to get in there. Oh, don't do that.
Yeah.
But if it's something minor or lesser, I'm usually just like, in part of me is inside, it's just like, get him.
Get
Get
it.
him. But then I got to be like, no, don't do that.
No, don't
Naughty.
do
Come
that.
over here, and then I'll let him go, and he goes right back over. I'm like, get him.
I just don't. Yeah, I think it's probably a bit of both. Like the same, at the park, does something. It's like, oh no, you can't do that. But really, like, it's just such a proud moment. You're like, that, I would not have thought to do that.
No, that's right,
Well
yeah.
done. Well played.
That's it.
So-
Or like if they pick up something off the ground, like rubbish, and like put it near their mouth, you're like, oh, don't do that. And really, you're like, oh, that immune system's going to be nice and strong, isn't it?
Yeah. So, no, but it's a bit of bloke stuff for me is it's happening more and more at home at the moment with the bit of attitude. But what is your top toddler? Being told off by your toddler, your top
Little toddler mole moment.
yeah. Oh,
What's
If
yours?
it-
I get it.
mine at the moment, heaps of things. There's heaps,
Yeah.
but
It's non-stop.
mate, it must be. She just must be picking it up from the missus. Like now, like I'm driving to daycare, and it's just like I take one hand off the wheel. No, daddy, two hands. Or red lights come up. Like yeah, okay, I'm slowing down. Stop. Red means stop. I'm like,
Shout out to Trace. Thanks for that. Yeah.
I was just like, it's bad enough having a backseat driver. When your mum's in the car, but not you. Other little things like, hey, play dollies with me, Dad. Yeah. So big thing is like, hey, lie down on the ground. I'm going to put a blanket on you. It's a tea towel. I've got no tea towels, clean tea towels in the house anymore because they're all in a room on dolls. But lie down, put it on. It's like, oh, perfect. Facebook time on my phone. Phone down.
Oh, no.
I didn't agree to this.
Does that make you feel guilty? You're like, oh.
Give me something.
It sort of made me feel guilty the first time, but I'm like, I'm getting a long way down here. All right, have you heard the grunt it takes me to get up? So I'm getting on my phone. So what about you boys? The top toddler tell off.
Mine's just they dob on me, so I'll tell them. I'll be like, hey, get you an ice cream on the way. Like, took to the movies, got her an ice cream. Don't tell mum. That's our little secret. Okay, cool. First thing she does when we get home, Mummy, Daddy bought me an ice cream. So really, come
Yeah.
on.
No more ice creams for Chew.
Yeah.
Love it. I just get all of it. Like, I've got a little girl who has two older brothers, so she owns the joint, like socks aren't on the right way. You know how the like toes have to line up with the stitching? Yeah. If that's not on, it's out. Daddy's in trouble for that. You got like, if you cut the wrong shape into the sandwiches. So basically, if one of the boys goes, oh, I want triangles, she's obviously got to have triangles. So if you cut hers first into squares, she's like, nah, not having that. No.
Ooh.
So, yeah, like wrong flavoured muesli bars, not letting them win at something. Anything that's usually followed by a slouch, crossed arms, and a tantrum, I'm getting in trouble for.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, cool.
Bastards.
I was going to say letting them win. Like, you said that, I'm like, let them win.
Oh, you just got to be nice and like let them like.
Welcome to life.
Life sucks. Crash tackle.
Participation badges here.
Yeah, standing over him going, you can't run without legs.
I've seen your game down that side with the kids. It's unreal.
Yeah.
That is unreal.
Release the hounds, man.
That's it. That is
If you
perfect.
can't get past Dad, you're never gonna.
And now my last point to note for bloke stuff was we're kind of halfway through Movember. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm doing it.
Yours is outstanding, Cam. Don't listen to him.
I think it's moved from a half stash of the last few years. I think it's technically a moustache now.
Yeah, it's just light, especially when you do the pouty lips. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, always a good thing. We've got a Movember crew at work, which
Nice.
is really exciting.
That's good.
So if any of our listeners out there doing Movember, send us some pics of your mows. Keen to see. It's obviously for a really great cause for men's mental and physical health.
Yep. Take a bit of shit, Dad, as well.
Yeah, tag the pod, email or hit us up on the Insta at shitdadpod. on Instagram, obviously, or shitdadpod@gmail.com. And something that I have found is quite successful in helping you fundraise a fair bit for this is we've got a guy in the office who has a massive beard. And so for him, we do the opposite for Movember. So we say if we raise a certain amount of money, we want you to shave off your beard and keep the mo.
Nice.
So he's agreed to it, thinking we're not going to raise much. We raised $1,000 in less than 24 hours because everyone was like on board, like get rid of that beard.
That thing sucks ass.
Yeah. So good motivation for the fundraising.
I've got another good one for you when it comes to Movember. Like we'll one up old mate with the beard and go to I saw something the other day where the mo extends all the way down the neck and into a bra, a hair bra. Like old mate's obviously the hairiest man on earth, and he's shaved his whole body and left a bra there.
Some blokes have the connector hair from beard neck down to chest.
Crook.
I don't think I've shaved for about 2 years.
You made a bit of good 5 o'clock shadow there, mate.
2 years, I've done well.
All right, so let's get into a bit of Shit Dad sports rap.
Headlines.
I already love this.
I think we need to tell.
Yeah, get into it.
All right, so we get a message from Scotty again.
Yeah. Sorry, friend of the show, Scott.
Good old Scotty.
After catching up on all the episodes, I'm waiting for the next. Can we have Cam read out every sports bulletin segment? Whilst being a sports nut, love hearing about it and viewpoints, I also love Cam attempting to figure out what the words actually mean as he reads them and what sport he is reading about. Has his own storyline and twist in him just figuring it out. Keep it up.
All right, this one's for you, Scotty. So, Australia T20 champions, perfect timing for the Ashes prep. So, I don't know if you guys saw this, but over the last few weeks, we've been speaking about the T20 cricket. You told me about 2 or 3 weeks ago that how rubbish Australia was doing. They're embarrassing. Only half the team's good. Now they're fucking won. So, I don't know who to believe. They won, right?
They won. All right, so Cam loves sports. So, yeah, Australia won the T20 cricket World Cup.
2 weeks ago, they were going shit.
It's turned around from nowhere. And I did see, Dave, that you were giving Glenn Maxwell a bit of a bum steer. Oh, no, Sean Marsh.
No, Mitchy Marsh. No, my question was...
Mitch Marsh?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
My question was, does his...
Nick doesn't know sport.
Does his final form make up for his years of shit form? That's my question.
Short answer, no.
Mate, he was unbelievable in the final. That's a big thing.
Well, it's a little bit too little too late, though, because he's only made Australia A.
Well, the selectors don't think so.
He's not in the Ashes team.
No, he's not in the Ashes.
He's in like the reserve, somewhat reserve team that sort of trade in for injuries.
So even when he's playing the best in his whole career, he still doesn't make the team.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, he just didn't fit the balance of the team or whatever their excuse was. I was sort of reading into it today, and they're throwing out their words like balance and chemistry, and I'm just like, dude, just pick who's playing the best.
Well, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Like, let's bring our best team into this Ashes series.
I think we need a shit dad rep on the Australian Cricket Board.
Oh yeah, that'd be
to assist with the team.
Cam, you available?
No. Okay, next headline. Socceroos battle out 0-0 and 1-1 draws in World Cup qualifiers to fall to third position in qualifying. So this is obviously for the Qatar World Cup qualifier for next year.
Yep.
That's in February.
That was excellent, Cam.
You fucking did unbelievable. I had no idea where it was.
And it's being broadcast on SBS. I can tell you that much. I don't know anymore.
Excellent.
I thought Channel 10 got the rights, but apparently it's SBS. There you go.
Oh, what did Channel 10 did get the rights for something? I can't remember what it was.
A-League.
What was it?
A-League? Okay. Cam knows sports. So
doing your research.
They did
I
drop
broadcast rights. My job.
That's his job, yeah. So yeah, they dropped to third in the table in the qualifying. So top two go straight through to the World Cup. So all the European games have been played this week as well, and like 10 or so teams have got through already. So Asia's still battling it out. I believe there's two groups
Who got through?
for in Europe.
No, who's winning at the moment?
Oh, Saudi Arabia's top of the
Yeah.
qualifying, and then Japan's second, I believe.
Yeah.
Could be, and then we're third. Japan's fourth, and if they win, they go above us. So we need to beat Japan to still be in with a shot. But yeah, need a striker.
I was going to say, how's that? So we're
A
third.
bit stanky in the final third.
So we're out at the moment.
Yeah,
So what do we win? Beat Japan? We push ourselves to second, or
we can get up into. I think we're 2 points behind second spot.
if we don't, then we're
Well, there's a couple of games left, so
There is a few?
yeah.
Okay.
So we're not out of the.
And
out of the
if
World
we
Cup.
don't qualify in this round, are there other opportunities?
No.
that's
This
it. Done.
Oh shit!
The top two teams go through to the World Cup.
Wow.
Yeah, there might be a playoff. I don't know. I haven't looked into it that
This
much,
draw.
that heavily.
Is this draw harder than usual, or are we?
They've
just
changed it.
Worse.
Yeah,
than
so
usual?
we came through. We went through the previous qualifying round top,
Yep.
where there was a heap of groups, and top two went through to this main group, and we smashed that group, and now we're struggling. So
Yeah.
if you can't beat these guys, we're going to struggle in the actual World Cup. So
Yeah, that's true.
it's basically, as ex-player turned pundit Michael Owen once said, when they don't score, they hardly ever win.
I like that.
So lift your game, lads. Last headline for the sports. Introducing the sport more dangerous than UFC historical medieval battles. What is this?
Mate, I saw it.
This is a Dave special.
Is this like
it's-
cosplay stuff?
Yeah. Oh, mate, no, they're full on in like armor
Oh.
and going hell for leather at each other, like hitting like with the swords. Like
But they can't get killed.
I hope not. But mate, like I saw this guy. Yeah, just they're fully dressed in their armor, just literally locked horns, just using their shields just to smash each other in the
Wow.
face. I was like,
Fuck yeah.
And they get like bloodied up.
yeah. But in saying that, like, what are they? There'd be about 30 kilos worth of armor on it.
Yeah,
you know?
okay.
So like, you've probably got about 3 punches in you,
Yeah.
and then you're done.
I don't know. That's pretty bloody hectic, and UFC's even up there as well. But what about playing footy with your kids? Like the rogue knee to the bollocks. I reckon that's the most dangerous sport around.
Yeah.
That is true.
That's when you do that. Oh, that's it. Game over.
Yeah, Dad's got to go sit down for 10 minutes and recover.
Go get the peas out the freezer.
Nice. So that wraps up the Shit Dad sports wrap.
Cam, that was outstanding.
Well done.
You've outdone yourself.
Oh, and to Scotty, thank you very much.
Yeah, Scott with the feedback. So if anyone wants to hear any feedback, give us any feedback or hear something different, let us know, because there's a fairly good chance that we're going to give it a whack.
Shit Dad moment of the week. Pew, pew, pew. It's time, guys. And we wanted to say this segment is thanks to our mates at Better Accounting at Hendra. If you want a good tax return and then some dad jokes thrown in there as well, go to those guys. And wanted to say thanks to them for letting us use their office space to record the pod.
This is outstanding.
Yeah,
Thanks again, guys. Now, I've got an incognito shit dad moment this week. He's basically told us Mum was asleep when all this happened, so we'll keep it to ourselves,
Anonymous.
okay? Anonymous. So only a small shit dad thing, but Blank and I were playing out in the kiddies pool out the back. Blank went to splash me. I told her if she does, I'll splash her back. And the kids listen? No. She splashed me. Sorry, it splashed me. So with all my force, I put my hands up. The water lifted up so hard. Wait. I put my hands up. The water lifted up so hard. My arms followed through and smashed her under the chin. She bit her tongue and there was a tiny bit of blood. Lucky Mum was asleep and still doesn't know to this moment.
That's when you do the whole, you're okay, you're okay.
Yeah. Like you bop yourself on the head and go, oh, and just to try and make them laugh or trip over or something. Yeah.
That's just when that snack, like You want that ice cream? We'll take you to Macca's. You just got to stop. Got to stop.
We got
Then they
Chupa
dob
Chups.
on you.
Oh, that's true.
That's a good one.
I've got one here. I'm going to take full responsibility of it. I didn't realise how loud I was speaking one afternoon, sitting out at the front, and I was around the side with the tap. And I just said, just in there talking to Trace, and I said, "Oh, fuck's sake," something like that. And it was not loud at all. Next minute, a little parrot comes around the corner. Fucking sake. It was holding the hose. It couldn't get it on. So she used it into context and everything, and I was just like, oh, yep, all right, phone.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Phone straight out, had to write it down. So, yep, she done over the week for me.
That's awesome, Dave. We were talking about that as well last week, how it's even more disappointing when they get it in context.
Yeah.
They get it right.
Oh, you're smart.
Spewing.
So on the weekend, took the family to the markets after swimming lessons. It's always a bit of a shit show on the markets. You got to get your double pram, and it's hot. It was hot, sunny and everything. Get the kids out of the car, and
Old people walk really slow.
Yep. Bunch of dogs everywhere. Anyway, didn't have the second part of the pram for the oldest daughter. So all right, you just walk. Where are your shoes? Oh. Once again, I've forgotten them. And this is becoming a bit of a habit. I even got to the point where I had like spare shoes in the car because I keep forgetting. But I used the spare shoes the day before, so then they weren't in the car. So I was like, okay, that should be fine. But as we're and anyone who's in Brisbane knows, in summer, walking
Hot
barefoot
concrete. Oof.
on concrete or on car park tar, that's Bernie. So she ended up on the shoulders the entire market trip.
Oh, fucking sake.
So that's me.
Wow. They were 3 really good ones this week. Love it. So don't forget, guys, we will shout you out. If you want to stay anonymous, that's fine. Send us an email to shitdadpod@gmail.com. Shoot us a private message on Instagram, shitdadpod, or just text me.
I'll
send something really inappropriate back. That's cool.
I'll also say anyone listening on iTunes, make sure you leave a rating, 5-star preferably, and if possible, just a short and sharp review, because those definitely go a long way to bumping us up in the old algorithm. So, give us a review and a rating. That'd be really helpful.
Keep that shit dattery rolling. Now, this went so well last week that our Carry the Champ Cam has come back this week with a topic for It's a Knockout. We're going to trade blow for blow, me and Dave. Not like that.
Look at medieval UFC.
Until someone can't answer or they repeat an answer. So Cam's got to madly remember everything that we say.
This is dead set. Like,
Yeah.
all week I'm sitting there going, fuck, this is the most nervous thing I'm about. Like, I don't care about sharing my shit dad fucking moments and my daughter swearing. It's like, fuck, losing again.
I'm going to lose 2 games in a row.
Doesn't
You don't
help
know
when
that.
you hit a beer in as well. All right, so theme for this week, or the topic. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Fast food restaurants.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
This is Dave's ears just pricked up. He's like, this is my jam.
This dad bod has visited many.
That sounds easy, but once you get past the big ones, it's going to be tough.
Both it is. Fast food.
Fast food, wait, I just have to get the rules here. So can it be any sort of like anything you get Uber Eats from, or does it have to be like have a drive-through?
Nah, let's have a drive-through.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Be the classic.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh, we'll
All
be
right,
quick.
Got to bust out the big guns early. All right. Sweet. All right. Ready?
All right, who's up first?
You.
Oh, me? Oh, yeah, because I'm the loser.
I like to say mugs away, but you can go with loser. That's cool.
Good old Mickey D's.
Red Rooster.
KFC.
Subway.
Drive through at Subway?
Some of them have
It's fast food.
yeah.
It's very fast food.
Okay, all right.
Sandwich artists are real quick.
GYG.
Ooh. Sushi train. That's
Cafe
fast.
63.
Yeah. Burrito bar.
Oh, fuck, that was my next one. What have we got? Drive-through. Hungry Jacks.
Smoking ribs and burgers.
Oh, fuck. It's in all the locals.
Griffin!
Drive-through.
Could be American.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Taco Bell.
Tennessee fried chicken.
Is that a thing?
It's a thing, but I don't think there's a drive-through.
Popeye's chicken?
Ah.
That was a good topic.
Dave, he's picked it up.
Oh,
Yeah, once you get past the big ones.
It's tough. That was real tough.
it was good.
I was unsure about Cafe 63. Do they have drive-through?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
really?
my one does. Yeah. If I don't want to get
Yeah.
all out of the car, that's where we stay.
Wow,
Yep.
okay.
I was a bit disappointed with Sushi Train. That brought the game into disrepute. I'm not too sure if that was legit.
So thanks again to our sponsor, Smashing Fibers Apparel. Get rid of that dad bod. Check out their site and use that code SHIPSHITFREE at checkout for free shipping. Get around it, guys.
Yes, sir. Let's bust into some last words. I've got one really good one that I saw this week, and I'd love to share it with you guys. Don't let your bad days trick you into thinking you have a bad life.
Nice.
Thoughts. Nick's thoughts.
Ooh,
That's a thing.
Very
I
wise.
like it.
Like an old red Buddha.
Oh, fine.
I'll just say, if you can't grow a mo, just try anyway.
And look like that. Yeah, that 13-year-old boy that's trying to grow a mo, and it's just like 4 hairs
Just
of
do
fluff.
it. Just do it. Own it. You can do it for a whole month and get rid of it.
And all the real men take the piss.
Some of the U6 kids at school have better mows than we.
What are they feeding these kids? I couldn't even grow leg hair in bloody school. That's hectic. Until next time, keep listening to the pod, working on your dad bod, and playing with your rod. See you next week for the kids.